Welcome to my channel. Before starting the video, please go ahead and hit the subscribe button and give this video a like up. Relying on an ex after her appearance on the Unplanned podcast, Johannah Duggar Forsyth became a media sensation. The mother, who is 26 years old, spoke out about many aspects of her family and life. Jill and Jinger's works had an impact on everyone. Nevertheless, Johannah's candidness about the misunderstanding surrounding her parents captivated a large audience. Read on to see her remarks. The impact of counting the cost and becoming free indeed, written by Jill and Jinger, on Johannah's family was one topic covered in the Unplanned podcast. The ex-counting on actress claims that her family was plagued by criticism for months due to the books, which placed their parents in the spotlight. At that time, it was really hard for my parents, siblings, and myself, she said. On the other hand, Johannah made it clear that it really strengthened her faith by providing her with a fresh viewpoint on her views. In addition to the novels, Johannah also addressed misunderstandings about her parents. The former Counting on star claims that rumors that Jim Bob Duggar manages everyone's social media profiles are unfounded. The rumors that their parents are violent are completely unfounded, she said, and they have always been a nice family. When asked about the allegations that they were unhappy in their marriage, Austin shot them off as unfounded. Those who think Jessa and Ben's marriage is in trouble should know better, he said, adding that people would believe anything they read online these days. Austin and Johannah Duggar Forsyth were also praised by many fans for their vocal support. Watching this made me appreciate Joy and Austin much more. Many thanks for Joy's honesty and transparency. Nobody is forcing her to. May they be blessed always. It is absolutely insane when people judge you based on a 30-minute video on YouTube or an Instagram photo. You and your loved ones are in my heart. Opening out about Austin's horrific tragedy, Johannah stunned viewers as well. The former Counting on star claims that when Austin wrecked his vehicle, they were still in the courtship phase. She exhibited an inappropriate behavior during courting by holding Austin's hand for around 15 minutes due to her extreme anxiety. Seeing his daughter clutching Austin's hands even made Jim Bob angry, according to Johannah. Counting on, 19 Kids and Counting, and other reality TV series have chronicled the Duggar family's life for years. Johannah Duggar has been one of 9 children raised by the Duggar family, and she has experienced life's highs and lows in front of an audience of millions. Jim Bob and Michelle Duggar, her parents, have risen to prominence as public celebrities. The public has mixed feelings about their unconventional family dynamics and their unwavering Christian beliefs. Recently, Johannah Duggar addressed the media's image of her parents and how it doesn't always match up with her own experiences, shedding light on the misunderstandings that people have about them. She discusses her feelings over the misunderstandings about her parents and her experiences growing up in a big family in an open and honest discussion. Beginning in 2008 and continuing until 2015, the Duggar family was the focus of TLC's 19 Kids and Counting. The program followed the Duggar family as they went about their daily lives, highlighting their adherence to conservative Christian principles, conventional gender roles, and homeschooling. From planning family events and following a rigid set of rules based on their religious beliefs to food shopping for a small army, the viewers were captivated by the day-to-day challenges of living alone with 19 children. Many looked at Jim Bob and Michelle Duggar, the family's heads of household, as role models for these principles. The values of faith, obedience, and discipline were deeply ingrained in their children's life as a result of their parenting approach. Their public persona, however, became more nuanced as the family's fame increased. Supporters praised their unwavering devotion to God and family, while others panned their conservative ideology, stringent regulations, and handling of their many children. More information about the Duggar lifestyle has emerged in recent years as more Duggar offspring have entered marriage and started families of their own. One of the younger adults in the Duggar family, Johannah, has made a point of speaking out about her experiences as a Duggar growing up, and in doing so, she has dispelled several myths about her parents. During a recent interview, Johannah Duggar reflected on how her parents are seen by the public and the false assumptions that have been spread by critics and journalists. Although Johannah concedes that not everyone shares her parents' values, she remains steadfast in her belief that Jim Bob and Michelle have often been unjustly portrayed. The accusation that Jim, Bob, and Michelle were two controlling parents who put too many restrictions on their children's activities and liberties is a prevalent one. On this issue, Johanna is quick to defend her parents, saying that the regulations were put in place for a reason other than to be controlling or oppressive. She instead characterizes them as religiously inspired rules meant to instill discipline and respect among family members. She says that having her every move monitored as a child made her feel safe rather than restricted. Everyone thinks we were bored and restricted, but that's not the case, she said. We were able to have open discussions with my parents about the reasoning for the regulations, and we had a blast doing it. They didn't think that imposing these beliefs on us would make us better people. They really felt that we would grow up to be responsible and loyal. Johanna stresses that there was an abundance of love and support from her parents, which helped to counteract their strictness. I felt loved at all times, she said gently. Rules were in place, but so was extraordinary kindness and patience. They really cared about what we had to say and made sure we felt heard. They did their best to set an example, even if they weren't flawless. Jim, Bob, and Michelle's alleged excessive influence over their children's courtships and weddings was another common misunderstanding that Johanna cleared up. The Duggar courting rituals have captivated and divided viewers because to the stringent regulations imposed, such as the need of chaperone dates and the prohibition of physical contact before engagement or marriage. While Johanna understands that the courtship may have seemed excessive to others, she insists that it was entirely voluntary. A lot of people believe we were powerless, but that's not the case, she said. We were given the opportunity to glorify God in our relationships via courtship, but ultimately it was our choice to choose that route. They just guided us according to their ideas. My parents never imposed their will on us. Johanna adds that her siblings have all taken different approaches to relationships. Even while some have changed things up to suit their own tastes, others have stuck rigidly to the Duggar courting paradigm. My parents just wanted the best for me in the long run. Jim, Bob, and Michelle's alleged intentional decision to homeschool their children and restrict their access to mainstream media has also been a source of disagreement. Having been homeschooled herself, Johanna brings a unique viewpoint to the table. We were educated at home, that's true, but it wasn't as if we were isolated from society, she said. Through our church, volunteer work, and travels, we continued to connect with others outside our immediate family. Because we were homeschooled, we were able to choose our own schedules, and my mom was instrumental in ensuring that we received a balanced education. Also mentioned by Johanna is the freedom to pursue personal interests that they had when homeschooled. Homeschooling allowed us to devote more time and energy to what truly interested us, she said. Helping out around the home and working on projects were some of my favorite things to do when I was a kid. What my parents really wanted was to provide us a place to grow up in where we could be secure and happy, not to hide from the world. Having been a mom herself, Johanna now understands the ups and downs her parents had while raising their 19 children. While Johanna and Austin Forsyth have incorporated many of her upbringing's principles into their own parenting style, they have also included some contemporary elements. To raise a family requires so much patience and effort, she said. Although there is no universally accepted method of raising children, I have incorporated many of my parent lessons into my approach to raising my own family. Meanwhile, Austin and I are trying to figure out our ideal situation.